Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Mr. Sparky. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. I'm back with Tony Zach in the studio. Mr. Sparky, it's hurricane season.
It is. It's coming quick, isn't it?
We have to talk about it because we also get all these power outages, and that's one of the worst things you can experience.
It is, and and how aggravating is that, right? So generators in our area really just, they're peace of mind, but we are experiencing power losses a lot more frequent, whether it's just grid issues or wrecks or things like that where people are really being inconvenienced. It doesn't even have to be hurricane season. So and what a great time to talk about emergency power.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, so let's do like a generators 101 for the folks out there that don't really know anything about it,
Right, yeah. So, the thing with generators are you have a whole house standby, everything's automatic. We install a lot of those with Briggs & Stratton and then Generac. That's probably the name leader out there. But a lot of people in this area, portable generators are definitely something to consider. They're a lot more budget friendly. You're talking about saving thousands of dollars. And take, for instance, I just put in I helped an older couple with a portable generator. They didn't want to spend the money because we don't lose power enough for them to warrant spending, a lot of money, 10 grand for a whole house unit, right? So this was a portable unit, very big, and it had an automatic start on it. And so, they were very comfortable with that. They didn't have to worry about pulling. They didn't have to worry about those type things. And it had big wheels, so it was easy for them to move. And then we connected it to their house, which I recommend for everybody with a portable generator, because it makes it easy and it's code compliant, because we don't want to energize the grid when it's down. That's what hurts our linemen out there. And we want those guys to be able to operate quickly, right? So we don't want them to have to worry about somebody, and it's called backfeeding. We don't want to worry about them sending power back to the transformer, because it works backwards as well, right? So if we have a portable generator running and it's shooting power back, they can be injured, and we don't want that. So
we don't want that.
Yeah.
So you have to attach it to the house. How does the installation process work?
So it's actually pretty simple, right? So we're going to put what they call an interlock kit or a disconnect, on the homeowner's electrical panel. And what that does is it cuts the power that would go back to the utility. It cuts that switch off, so to speak.
Okay.
And then it also automatically turns the switch on from the generator. We're going to educate you on what can run off of your generator, because look, everybody's generator is different size, right? Some people are going to have a 6,000 watt. Some people are going to want a 10 or even a 15,000 watt in the portable, which is a lot of power that's going to do a lot for your house. Very reasonable. Those generators cost a couple of $1,000s. Our installation for most of those is, it's going to be around $1,000, $1,500, depending on what we have to do. And it's very economical, and it'll pull you through on a storm for sure.
Definitely. And I remember we went to one of your clients' houses one time, and he was just ecstatic with being able to have the generator. It saved him.
Yes.
I still remember that to this day.
Yes.
So this is one of those things that people really do take advantage of and comes in handy.
Yeah, they do. And look, and think about it. If you lose power and you're going to, for whatever reason you lose power, this is going to save your frozen goods, your refrigerated goods. A portable generator is more than likely going to be able to do that. So I tell people, call us for the estimate. We're going to help you determine what size generator you need. And then we're going to also do the installation, make it safe. So give us a call.
All right, what's that number for people to call?
It's 843-213-6610, MrSparkyGS.com. You can book online too, so call us.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Mr. Sparky.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Grand Strand Medical Spa. Hi guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm back at Grand Strand Med Spa and I'm joined by their esthetician, Ari. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
We're getting back to basics, Ari. We're going to talk about what you do and why people should come to Grand Strand Med Spa when they're having some issues with their skin.
Yeah, wonderful. So we offer tailored facials to your skin concerns and needs. And so you can come for a facial for a consultation, and I will tell you what do you need, how we can go from progress to achieve your skin goals. We also offer dermaplaning, full body waxing for men and women, lash lift, tint. We do eyebrow lamination and tint. Also lash extensions from classics to hybrids, volume and extra volume. We do peels also for the skin, and we offer neurotoxins and fillers and PRP fillers.
It's a big long list that you guys do. So I want to go back to dermaplaning, what you talked about first.
Yes.
What is dermaplaning?
So dermaplane basically is removing pitch fuzz and dead skin, and this helps us for a more drive-in results facials, but also it helps like at home with your skincare penetrates deeper and it's better absorbed by your skin. It gives you a beautiful glow because we're removing that dead skin that is just sitting on top of more youthful new skin. And for the girls that like to wear makeup, the makeup applies really smooth on the skin, and it's just really good for targeting fine lines, wrinkles, and pigmentation.
Yes, definitely. And so what are the facials like here? How does it work?
So we have 4 different types of facials, and we have a facial that includes dermaplaning. But our facials, one of our facials are 60 minutes and the other ones are 90 minutes. They all include extractions, a facial massage. We work décolleté, neck and face, because it's very important to include the neck and the décolleté.
Of course.
And also we do a massage while you have your mask on. We perform a massage, and you can choose between a scalp massage, arm massage, or foot massage. And all facials are basically customized the mask to your skin needs and concerns. And we recommend to get facials every 4 to 5 weeks to like just keep your skin fresh and nice and glowy.
I love it. What's your favorite part of your job here?
I honestly love everything, but I will say that I love facials, the laser hair removal, and the full body waxing for men and women. I also love to do waxing, and the lashes part.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit more about the lashes. You guys do lash lifts and tints?
Yes, so we do the lash lift and tint, which is like a more natural option for people that just want to look natural, but with the lashes a little bit more enhanced. So the lash lift is basically like a perm, but for your lashes. It lifts your lashes like a little bit more curly, and then we tint them usually black because that's like the mascara color that everyone uses. But we also have the option to tint them brown.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
But I'm hearing there are a lot of options here at Grand Strand Med Spa for whatever you want.
Yes, we really carry a lot of services, and we love doing all these services, and most important than anything, we like to take care of the customers. It's like our main thing is to really give the customers what they need to achieve their goals. We offer real results.
I love it. Well, where can people go to learn more information about Grand Strand Med Spa?
You can go to grandstrandmedspa.com.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Grand Strand Medical Spa. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm back with my friend Shannon from Long Bay Symphony. We're talking about a spooky concert you guys are doing.
Yeah, we've got a couple things coming up, so I think I'll touch on that. I'll touch on a couple other things we got coming up in the next month, so we're busy.
What's the itinerary?
So we are in full swing. Our season started in September. We did the music of Tina Turner with the symphony, which was great, which is the last time I spoke with you. We actually just came off of our first Masterworks concert of the season. We did Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, so we're just on a roll now. So we've got a couple things coming up. First thing I'll mention is next week on October 16th, we have one of our major fundraisers for the year. We do Symphony Uncorked. So it's a wine tasting, and so we'll have 6 wines led by sommelier Eric Masson, and we pair that with music. So we have our cellist Chad Hammer, who's going to be explaining a composer that kind of comes from that region that the wine is from, playing a little music. So it's a lot of fun, and we do that over at the train depot in Myrtle Beach, and we've only got 3 spots left. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. These definitely always sell out, so we've got minimal tickets left for that one.
That sounds like the classiest event I've ever heard of in my life.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
It's a great night out. It's 2 hours. We have a lot of fun together. We've got some snacks and wine tasting, so you can't get any better than that.
And the fun doesn't end there. You guys have stuff the rest of October as well.
We do. So the Haunted Soiree, which is what you mentioned before, that is our first candlelight concert. We have a series of 4 that we're going to do throughout the season, but the Haunted Soiree is happening on October 29th, and that is at 7 p.m. up at Our Lady Star of the Sea in North Myrtle Beach. And all of our candlelight concerts this year are themed around a holiday. So of course we've got our Haunted Soiree, which is an ode to Halloween. We've got our Festive Fanfare, which is a brass quintet. And that's of course holiday season. We've got a Valentine's Day with a string quartet, and then we're finishing off with a Celtic Celebration, which also is a string quartet. Yeah, so
fun.
St. Patrick's, Valentine's, Halloween. So we're looking forward to that. And the other thing I'll mention too is that you can actually get a season subscription to those candlelight series. So if you want to come to multiple, you'll save on your tickets. So it's a great way to come to a couple things, have a nice night out. And the candlelight concerts, if you haven't been to them before, they're just beautiful. I mean, the scenery is lovely, the music is great. And for this Halloween concert, we've got our Woodwind Quintet. So we're very excited to have our woodwind players representing us, and it's going to be a great time.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings. Hey guys, today I'm back at J&K Home Furnishings with my friend John. We're talking custom furniture today, John.
We are, and welcome back. It's time to have that talk that if you want your home just right for the holidays, now is the time to come in and get with us.
And that's why we're sitting at this beautiful table. You can have one just like this in your home, or pretty much anything you want.
The options are very limitless. You can have this, you can have it in several different ways. This is the new hideaway dining that Bassett does for us. It's constructed out of solid silver leaf maple, which I never knew there was such a thing as silver leaf maple.
Sounds beautiful.
But it has such a good finish to it. It is very, very, got a great hand to it. We have about 8 different finishes we can do this in right now. Bassett's always working, and we will be expanding this, which is great for us, into more colorful painted stains. But we have some great finishes here: the farmhouse white, a traditional wood tone, the lighter fawn, and then we have a variety of fabrics that if you choose to do fabric on your seat, these are some of the best in the industry.
Okay, what about the leaves?
Oh, the leaves for the
We
table.
have to talk about this. We got a big
that's
family,
great.
right?
What you can't stand about leaves, or no customer can, is where do I store them when I'm not using them? These are self-storing. You don't have to worry about the wood getting scratched or dent or warped. They are self-storing, easy close glides. Yeah, it's wonderful.
And we were talking about how if you want to get this done before the holidays, before you have the family over, or for a present, you want to get this done before the end of October.
Yes, it's never too early, whether it's custom upholstery, a sofa, a sectional, a new chair, whether it's dining case goods such as these. Now is the time to come in and partner with our designers and get that creative process rolling.
love it. You guys have some great deals going
We
on
do.
right now.
Right now, we're in a $5 million inventory reduction mode. We have got to blow the older merchandise out where I can go to market and get us newer merchandise. So that's coming up.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Conway Medical Center. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I am at Conway Medical Center. I'm chatting with Dr. Sanderson, ENT here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for coming.
I'm very excited to learn why exactly you went into this field in the first place. Was there anything that drew you to becoming an ENT?
I knew early on in my career that I wanted to be a surgeon. I enjoyed procedures and helping patients do that, and probably one of the best parts of ENT is the wide variety of patients that you get to see. So you get to see newborn babies, you get to see patients, 90, 100s in there. So there's a really variety of patients, and I really enjoyed that.
And what would you say are some of the typical symptoms you see of patients that come in here?
Yeah, so we see a lot of problems with trouble breathing through the nose, allergies, chronic sinus disease. We'll see tonsillitis. We see a lot of ear infections in children. Nasal obstruction is very common. Ear problems. So really anything to have to do with the head and neck, we see a lot of it.
And what typical procedures do you do?
So there's a big variety of things we do. So we do some very straightforward ones like ear tubes in children with recurrent ear infections, tonsils for recurrent tonsil infections. I personally do a lot of nasal surgery, so a lot of fixing deviated septums, which run down the middle of the nose, functional rhinoplasties to reconstruct the outer part of the nose, sinus surgery, and thyroid.
All right. Do you have a favorite one? Are you allowed to say, or is it a secret?
Yeah, I definitely do. So I did a fellowship in facial plastics and reconstruction. So I very much enjoy nasal reconstruction, so rhinoplasty, rebuilding the nose. Sometimes we have to take a rib graft and rebuild it. So there's definitely an art to rebuilding the nose to get it both functional and aesthetically pleasing when you look at it. So I definitely enjoy rhinoplasty. Upper eyelid surgery is enjoyable for me as well.
And I'm chatting with Dr. Isaac, who's an ENT here. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about you and how you ended up in this field in the first place.
Okay. Let's see.
Take me back.
That story is going to start way back in high school. That's probably when I decided that I wanted to go into the medical field. And I'm pretty sure I had the idea that I wanted to be a doctor at that point. From high school, I took classes to become certified to be a pharmacy technician. And I worked in a pharmacy at a mental hospital in Columbia for several years towards the end of high school and through college. Went to Presbyterian College for undergraduate education. Majored in medical physics there, and then I went to MUSC in Charleston for medical school, and I was fortunate enough to complete my residency in ENT at MUSC in Charleston as well.
I was going to ask if you had an age range that you typically see, or is it kind of the full gambit?
The full gamut, birth to death. Yep.
Wow. It's a rewarding work, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I enjoy what I do.
Okay, so tell me, what are some of the symptoms that might make you think that you need to come see an ENT?
Oh man, that's a
Quite a bit.
Yep. Anything that feels abnormal. There's an old saying in ENT, pleura to dura. Pleura is the lining of the lungs. So right top of the lungs to dura is the covering of the brain. So anything between the collarbones and the brain, right?
Okay.
If anything feels abnormal, pressure, pain, drainage.
All right, so if somebody is watching this right now and they think that they need to come and see you guys, what's the best way to contact y'all?
I would just call our office and check our availability. Sometimes our office will ask for a referral, but sometimes if you have a more pressing issue, they can come directly to us and we can get you in without a referral. But that's the typical process.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Conway Medical Center.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.